Hey Jeremy, was geht ab? Oh ja, jetzt gehen wir wieder back am Start zu einem neuen Video auf meinem Kanal. Ich bin back, Juve ist back und heute die Reaction vom Stream von am 30. Juli. Genau, da haben wir Jonathan Davids Presentation darauf reagiert. Das und mehr gibt's jetzt in diesem Video. Falls ihr aber neu auf diesem Kanal seid und ihr findet meine Personalität oder einfach allgemein meinen Charakter oder den Kanal cool, gerne Daumen nach oben da lassen, abonnieren und Glocke aktivieren. Wir sind Road to 200 Abos. Wisst Bescheid. Würde mich freuen und supporten. Genau. Unten in der Videobeschreibung vielleicht noch wichtig, gibt's mein 100 Abo Giveaway. Was gibt es zu gewinnen? Ihr könnt viermal PSN, das heißt, jeweils eine Person kann eine Karte gewinnen von je 25 Franken. Ich verlose 4, genau, und der Rest steht eigentlich unten in den Kommentaren. Gerne könnt ihr da mitmachen und ich wünsche viel Glück beim Gewinn. Ich werde es dann auslosen, 4 Gewinner wird es dann geben. Genau, und dann werde ich dann auf Instagram den Code schicken. So, das zu dem. Ich hoffe, es klappt mit dem Giveaway und ihr habt Spaß dran mit den neuen Codes dann. Und ja, falls ihr mehr Giveaways sehen wollt, gebt mir einfach gerne einen Daumen nach oben, abonnieren und Glocke aktivieren natürlich. Und ja, genug Werbung gemacht, würde ich sagen. Und jetzt springen wir rein in meine Reaction vom Stream von der Vorstellung von Juventus und Jonathan David. Und jetzt wünsche ich ganz, ganz viel Spaß mit dem Video.
Jonathan David to Juventus. Here we go. Deal done for the Canadian striker who leaves Lille as a free agent and decides to join Juventus despite several approaches. Now deal done for Jonathan David to become a new Juve player. Verbal agreement in place, long-term contract for Jonathan David, and now club already working on medical test set to be booked very soon. Agreement done, new striker for Juventus, Jonathan David is coming.
Good morning. Welcome to the official presentation of Jonathan David. So, as usual, please introduce yourself and the name of your newspaper or broadcaster before starting. So, of course, we leave the floor to our JTV first. Good morning, Jonathan. Good afternoon. Welcome, Juventus.com. Could you please tell us something about the first feelings? How could you install in the new team, and how was your first week here? Thank you.
So obviously, very exciting for me to sign in a big club like Juventus. First weeks went well. I think we have a good team. You know, the guys welcome me very well, and so far so good.
Richtig viel emotional, der Typ, der crazy. The Iceman.
Welcome, Jonathan. Marco Bovicelli from Sky Sport. So, why choosing Juventus? Because there were other teams that were interested in you, Naples, Inter. So, why did you choose Juventus in the end? And then, what about November? Did you have any chat with McKennie and Ware when you met them in November? And so maybe that was the first hint to come to Juventus.
So for me, we had great talks with the direction. Obviously, it's a great club, like I said before. So for me, it was a no-brainer. And with Tim, I spoke to Tim about Juventus since ever he moved here. Not only when there was, like you can say, interest from Juventus for me, but since ever he moved here, so I knew a little bit about the club and how everything worked here.
Ja, er ist ein bisschen unüberzeugend in seiner Art zu sprechen.
Good
aber,
afternoon, Giovanni Albanese from Sport Italia.
Da müssen wir auch noch was nachher.
So what about your very first impression in the relationship with Coach Tudor and maybe the first prescriptions, and who could advise you just to fit best in Juventus team?
I didn't understand the second part of.
So did you receive any advice just to fit best in the new team? So first was indications from Tudor, and then if there was somebody giving you the best advice to fit best in this new team.
Well, the conversations with the coach went very well. Obviously, I knew him a little bit from his time in Marseille, so I wasn't a stranger to him. But the first conversations were very simple. You know, he asked me what he expected of me on the team and what he wanted me to do as a striker, to make the runs in behind, to be a link player for the defenders and for the midfielders when we're trying to build out. And ultimately, my job is to score goals.
Wrong Antwort, Digga. Perfekt, mein Lieber. Bam, Junge. Bam, Junge. Tell them.
Good morning, Filippo Cornacchia. In the last 3 years, you have scored at least 25 goals per year.
Machine.
So do you think you'll be just at the same level, the same number of goals, because defenses are stronger? So what are your expectations? Do you think you can be up to
Scheißfrag,
that,
Digga.
even in Serie A?
Yeah, I think in the last few years, I've tried to be the most consistent as I can. And yeah, I know the Serie A is a very different league, very defensive league, very tactical. But I think, you know, every league has its challenges, and for me, it's something that is possible to do. Obviously, it will take a lot of work, help from my teammates, but I believe with time I can do this.
Let's go, JD, Digga. Let's go, one. Wrong answer again.
Good afternoon, Juventus News 24. So in your very first interview, you said you admired Juventus as a top club. So is there any old glory from Juventus that you could keep as an idol for you during your career?
Yeah, I think for me, there's been a lot of fantastic players that have come through Juventus, you know, the legends, Del Piero. We have Giorgio in front of me right now. We have Cristiano that came through here, Dybala, Trezeguet. There's been a lot of great players, so yeah.
Good afternoon. So, why did you choose a Serie A and why not Premier League? Because Premier League is very much requested. And why did you choose to play soccer in Canada? This is not the most popular sport in Canada, actually.
Yeah, so for me to start playing football was because obviously I grew up in Haiti, and Haiti is football is the first sport you play over there, and my dad was also playing when I was younger, so for me it was like the first thing I started to do when I was younger. So moving to Canada after, I played other sports in school, but always for me football was the number one, and I wanted to become professional. And about Serie A, I think obviously every league has its challenges, and I just felt like Juventus was the club that fit more of what I wanted to do, and we matched well together.
Solide Antwort,
Ciao.
Digga. Let's go.
Good afternoon, Corriere della Sera. So, who was your best legend in football when you were young, when you were a child, and today? What's your striker of reference, if you have one, of course?
Yeah, for me, when I was younger, I looked up to a lot of strikers. I liked a lot Didier Drogba, Thierry Henry, Samuel Eto'o, all different type of strikers, but I admired something all about their games. And in today's game, I think there's a lot of great strikers here. I think, you know, there's Harry Kane, there's Sergio Aguero, which is not of now, but not too long ago. So these are players I admire a lot.
Good afternoon. Lorenzo Aprile, Tuttosport. So may I go back to Canada? Some days ago, we spoke with Joe Fournier, who was your coach in Ottawa, and he said when your mates were having lunch, you just sticked to your training. So is this the secret of your talent? So being very, very focused. And what about the number you'll be using while
Gute Frage,
playing
Digga, mit der Nummer, Digga.
Juventus?
Yeah, Joe is a coach that I had when I was in high school. And yeah, we had a group of friends that, we all had the ambition to become pros. So for us, during our break, we would like to always play and keep playing. But my success is not only come to that. I think, I give glory to God. There's a lot of luck that comes into play also. But yeah, of course, hard work is something that comes into consideration to become a professional. And for the number, I think I chose the number 30 because I think it was
30?
a good number, and for me, as a significance that it was the birthday of my father. So I think for me, this is a good number and a special message.
Digga, du schon, gib ihm die 9, Digga. Bam, Junge. Aber nein, 30. 30. Okay, okay.
Good afternoon, Nicola Bellisce from La Stampa. Welcome. Welcome to Turin. So Juventus has been striving in these last few years, and they haven't have a trophy, a league title. So do you think now it will be the good year to go back to win a league title?
For me, I think every year is a good year to go back. Obviously, in the last recent years, obviously we haven't won the championship. But I think the ambition all the years is to accomplish this. So nothing changes for this year or the next one.
Oh, der ist richtig vorbereitet, der Brüder, Mann. Let's go, Digga. Strong David, Digga. Mehr Goliath als David, Digga. Papa.
Sport Notizia. The former manager of Canada called you Iceman because you're really cold in the box and you always keep focused. So do you think it is correct? Are you really so cold? And do you think that this coldness may help you in Juventus?
Sorry, the communication cut out and I didn't hear the question.
Okay. So your former coach in Canada said that you are an Iceman, so you're very cold in the box, right? So do you think this coldness is a good quality to have even here in Juventus? Can you hear me now? Okay.
I think, the nickname goes well with me of which type of player I am and how I am as a person. And of course, I think to have this coolness will help me because in situations where the game is a bit hectic, there's pressure, I think you need this calmness to be able to calm yourself down and to be able to finish with a goal in the right manner.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Good afternoon, Jonathan. What about these first days of training? So have you trained as a second striker with Vlahovic, or have you been playing and training more as a striker? So have you been working on tactics?
Working on tactics, and so far as of right now, we've been working just in a one. If the coach wants to try different things in the future, I think that's up to him. But for now, we have just been training with a one striker.
Also ist jetzt er der Stürmer, oder was? Oder Vlahovic, das kannst du checken.
Good afternoon, Abdelmajid with Sports. So, do you think you'll be playing in the formation every game because there are many good strikers. So do you think you have good chances?
Vielleicht auch kein Neil, das ist okay.
Honestly, I know coming to a club like this, game time is never guaranteed. You have to fight for your place and you have to show the coach that you deserve to play. Obviously, there's so many games in a year. I don't expect to start every game because obviously there's a lot that comes into consideration, into rotation and everything like this. But for me, I will fight to start the most that I can.
Good afternoon, Tommaso Bottero, Calcio in Pillole. In the last season, you striked your goals with big teams. So what about your willingness to win, and where does it come from?
You know, I'm a competitor. You know, I love to win. I love to score, and the biggest joy you can get in a game is to score and to win the game. So for me, those are two things that go together.
Ultime due domande, per favore.
Last two questions. Good
Mr.
afternoon.
Luton.
Welcome to Juventus from calciomercato.it. So do you think that Juventus could be the right team where to become the best striker in the world and then
The
maybe
disrespect of
become
Juve,
a
Digga.
Ballon d'Or
The
winner?
disrespect, Digga.
Yeah, I think, you know, I wouldn't go as far as talking about Ballon d'Or right now because I don't think I'm in this position as of today. But obviously, I chose this club because I think it's a club that has big ambitions and also have big ambitions. So obviously, my goal here is to help the club as much as I can and obviously to become better and be known as one of the best strikers in the world. So obviously, those two things go hand in hand.
Ciao, benvenuto.
Welcome. Calcio News. Do you think that Juventus, as an ambitious team, can be difficult for you? So do you have the same ambitions, or do you think you'll strive to work in this team?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Okay. So Juventus is an ambitious club. Do you have the same ambitions?
So I am. Obviously, I came here for a reason. I didn't come here just to not be ambitious. I know what the club requires, the pressure there is on the club. So for me, I'm ready to take up the challenge.
Let's go, man.
Grazie a tutti, invito il nostro
Thank you very much indeed.
Let's go,
May
David,
I
Digga.
ask Mr. Kumali to come up with Jonathan for the picture.
Jonathan David. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Solid answers, Digga. Bam, man. Da wird gerade Striski in Rache gezogen, Digga. Alle Haters da draußen, Digga. Und dann alle, die ihn haben wollten und nicht bekommen, Digga. Bam, Junge. Da ist er, man. Da ist er, Digga. Let's go, David. The Iceman. Cold as ice. Let's go. Ich hoffe, wir gewinnen mit dem, Mann. Ich hoffe unbedingt. Wäre sowas von insane, Mann. Wir müssen wieder fighten von die Serie A mit dem Spieler, sonst wird es schwierig.
Grazie a tutti e buona giornata.
Thank you, Mann.
Thank you very much and have a good day.
So, wir sind am Ende von der Reaction angelangt. Danke, dass ihr bis dahin geschaut habt. Und ja, falls ihr noch eben am Gewinnspiel teilnehmen wollt, unten seht ihr die Teilnahmebedingungen, gerne auschecken. Und ja, eben, allgemein gerne Daumen nach oben da lassen, abonnieren und Glocke aktivieren. Wir sind unter 1000 Abos und ja, würde mich freuen und supporten. Und ja, ansonsten gibt es nur noch 4 Sachen zu sagen. Als allererstes wünsche ich natürlich euch viel Erfolg beim Gewinnspiel. Dann zweitens wünschen wir natürlich allen neuen Juventus-Spielern und Juventus in der neuen Saison viel Erfolg und hoffen wir auf einen einstelligen Tabellenplatz. In der Top 4 natürlich, wenn es klappt. Ja, ich hoffe jetzt bei Jonathan David, vor allem jetzt, weil es um ihn geht heute in diesem Video, dass es bei ihm auch wieder klappt mit mehr als 20 Toren in der Serie A. Ich hoffe es für ihn. Wird sich zeigen, ob er das hinkriegt oder nicht. Und ja, das zu dem. Dann schreibt doch immer gerne teilt gerne das Video, abonnieren, Glocke aktivieren, nicht vergessen, damit ihr kein weiteres Video mehr von mir verpasst und mich supportet. Und genau, für die J-Army, die beste Army auf ganz YouTube, wisst ihr Bescheid. Und ja, es gibt nur noch 2 Sachen zu sagen, und zwar als allererstes danke für euren Support. Liebe geht raus, Kuss auf eure Nüsse. Genau, noch 2 Sachen zu sagen, und zwar God bless und God love you all. In diesem Sinne, war's das von mir und von diesem Video. Euer Janis Gaming ist aber raus. Und ciao für now.